Hi everyone, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Mata Di. This is a very important and the basics, that is sensor, transducer and transmitter. So we are going to discuss all three. All three of them are different. So we need to understand what is a sensor. Sensor is used to sense the physical quantity like heat, light, sound and convert it into an easily readable signal which can be voltage, current, etc. Simple. A thermometer is a sensor. Why? It senses heat, body heat, and converts into an easily readable signal. We can read it over here, right? Which can be voltage, current, or even because of thermal expansion on a scale, we can see it over here. So this is a sensor. Examples of sensor are light sensor, gas sensor, alcohol sensor, which you use if somebody is drunk and driving, the police inspector searches with the alcohol sensor, color sensor, temperature sensor, heartbeat sensor, rain sensor, PIR sensor, infrared sensor, again infrared sensor reflective type, touch sensor, humidity sensor, water flow sensor, infrared receiver, photo transistor, gyroscope, soil moisture sensor, ultrasonic sensor, temperature sensor, thermistor type, proximity sensor. God, there's so many sensors. And trust me, all those sensors which are used on ship, we'll be discussing in this automation package slowly. Now, what is a transducer? A transducer is someone which converts one form of energy into another form. कोई भी चीज which converts one form of energy into another form is called a transducer. Say, converts one form of energy into another. It provides an output quantity having a specified relation to input quantity. मतलब कहने का मतलब जो भी आउटपुट निकलेगा, it will be directly in relation to input. So if input is more, output will be more. If input is less, output will be less. Something very similar on this basis. So ये होता है transducer. Example. Transducer example क्या है? Electricity, one form of energy converted to heat and light energy. This is a bulb. It's a transducer. Again, a micro. Hello. Electricity get converted into sound energy. Microphone. Copy it, guys. This is a transducer. Examples of transducer, a lot many. Capacitive transducer, resistive transducer, inductive transducer, piezoelectric transducer, tacho generator, thermocouple, strain gauge, LVDT, thermistor, Jai Mata Di. A simple example is when I talk about a thermocouple over here. So in thermocouple, we'll be discussing that in later. Two different metals, white and black, two different metals are joined together, and one is kept in a hot junction and another end is kept in a cold junction. So because of the difference in temperature between both of them, there will be a voltage produced, which we can see over here. So if it is hot, it is cold. Because of the temperature difference between both of them, this is the temperature difference, right? Heat energy, and it is being converted into voltage over here. Make sense? One form of energy getting converted into another form. So if the temperature difference is say 100 degrees centigrade, so this is at 100, this is at 0. So say it shows 7.5 millivolt. So you make it 200, you keep it at 0, the temperature difference increases and the millivolt will become 15 millivolts. So more the temperature difference in hot and cold junction, more the voltage will be generated. This is called a Seebeck effect also, and we will discuss all these things later. Just an example. आगे देखते हैं. Transducer versus sensor. See, all sensors are a transducer. Color sensor, touch sensor, जितने भी sensor है, IR sensor, piezoelectric sensor, जितने भी all sensors are transducers. But all transducers are not sensors. Example, this is a transducer, but it is not a sensor. It does not sense. It is the bhopu hai, right? Similarly, bulb is a transducer, but it is not a sensor. But infrared sensor, it's a transducer, converts one form of energy into another. You name any sensor, it is a transducer. With this, all I can say is, let's talk about transmitter today. So you see over here, there's a pipeline. So in pipeline, there's water flowing, say at a pressure of 4 bar, 5 bar, 8 bar, 10 bar, and you put a transmitter over here. Now, when you put a pressure transmitter, then this pressure transmitter has got a transducer over here, which converts this pressure signal into some another signal. So this pressure signal is converted into a current signal, and then this transmitter converts into a signal which is easily readable, say into a 4 to 20 milliampere signal, and sells it into a PLC, which says, "Acha, मैं आपको बाद में बताऊंगा, बट व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट ट्रांसमीटर्स यू हैव टू रिमेंबर वन थिंग, 4 to 20 milliamps is very very important. Sometimes they say even 0 to 10 volt is sent from over here. Say this is a pipeline in which sometimes water flows and sometimes water does not flow. When the water is not flowing, the pressure will be 0 bar over here, and when the maximum amount of pressure is flowing, then say it will be 100 bar over here. When water is flowing at full, the pump is running at full capacity, 100 bar. So that means 0 bar pressure. When there is 0 bar, the current signal coming from over here will be 4 milliamps, and when the pressure is 100 bar, the current will be 20 milliamps. So when the signal from over here goes 4 milliamps, the PLC says okay, that means the pressure is 0 bar, so it reads 0 bar over here. Okay, when it's suppose it senses if the current is 20 milliamps over here, copied, then it says okay 20 milliamps, that means it is 100 bar. Suppose it reaches 16 milliamps, then it will be say 80 bar pressure. So bhaiya, if 4 milliamps is 0 bar pressure, 20 milliamps is 100 bar pressure. That means for 16 milliamps, 20 minus 4 is 16 milliamps, the change is a 100 bar. That means every 1 milliamp, the pressure is 100 upon 16, which is 50 upon 8, 25 by 4 is 6.25 bar. So that means for every 1 milliamp increase, there is an increase in pressure of 6.25 bar over here. So that means if I put it this way, that when it is 4 milliamps, the pressure is 0 bar, right? When it becomes 5 milliamps, over here, this is showing 5 milliamps, the pressure will show over here 6.25 bar. When it becomes 6 milliamps over here, 6.25 more add karo, 12.5 bar. When it shows 7 milliamps over here, it will become 12.5 plus 6.25, 18.75 bar over here. Similarly, when it shows 20 milliamps, it will show 100 bar over here. Copied, guys? So now let me read it properly so that you understand. Transmitter is a device that transmits a standard instrumentation signal. Dekho, when we talk about transmitter, we talk about instrumentation. So instrumentation ke andar, there are two signals which are very common, which are being sensed by PLCs and everything. One is 420 milliamps, which I am going to discuss a lot in the videos further, and one is 0 to 10 millivolts, which is 0 to 10 volts, which is very less. So I'll be talking maximum about 420 milliamps. So which represents 0 to 100% of physical variable measured, which I told you. 0 to 100% means 0 bar se lekar jo maximum capacity hai, say 100 bar of this pipe over here. When the water is flowing full flow, the pressure is 100 bars. Got it? So this is what I wanted to explain. Let us move to the next slide. Examples of transmitter. So can you see this is number 1 generator written over here? So this is a, if you have not gone through the visionary package, there will be a separate video from visionary package. There will be a video coming down below on engine room alarm monitoring system. So from there I have taken this screen. This is a screen fitted in engine control room, which is far away up above the generator platform. So but generator is running down below, but all the parameters, important parameters of the generator I can see on this platform. HT fresh water outlet level 79.2 degrees centigrade. Cylinder 1 to 3 exhaust gas turbocharged generator is 472.2 degrees centigrade. Bearing temperature is 35 degrees centigrade. Lube oil temperature is 56.4 degrees centigrade. Lube oil net pressure is 0.5 bar. So this is how it is given. So that means there is a pressure transmitter fitted at the lube oil net pressure, or a temperature transmitter fitted at lube oil net temperature. So say I'll talk about lube oil net pressure. In the lube oil line, this is a generator lube oil line, there is a pressure transmitter fitted. So this pressure transmitter senses the lube oil pressure, and then because of this transducer, this pressure gets converted into a voltage signal or electrical signal, and then because of this transmitter, that voltage or current signal is converted into an instrumentation signal of 420 milliamps or 0 to 10 volts. See, I'll talk about 4 to 20 milliamps. So now, when this Liouville generator, Liouville pressure line, Liouville line senses the pressure. In pressure transducer, there are a lot of pressure transducers. There are different types of pressure transducers, which I'll be discussing later. But some convert this pressure into an electrical signal, that is a current signal. Some convert into a voltage signal. Copied. So see, whatever it converts, this transducer converts into a current or voltage signal, but then it goes to a transmitter, which further converts into a 4 to 20 milliamp signal. And then this 420 milliampere signal goes to the programmable logical controller over PLC over here. And then this PLC, whatever the current is coming over here, it says acha 4 milliamp, that means this bar, 20 milliamps, that is this bar. So accordingly it is showing over here, say 0.5 bar over here. Copied. So now I do not have to go to the generator down below and see all the pressure over there. I see it from my engine control room panel. Yes, every 4 hours I do go there and take a proper round see, because what if this goes kaput? What if this is not working? What if this is stuck? It is showing me pressure is this, but actually pressure has gone down. Who is going to be responsible? Copied. So this is what I'm saying. Just one thing keeping aside, the pressure that I mentioned over is 0.5 bar is just a random pressure. Actually out here the parameters that I can see, that means the generator is running right now over here. So when the generator is running, this pressure will be around 3 bar, 3.5 bar, something like that. Just for your information. Copied. So if it is 3 bar, accordingly the current signal will be more. This current signal will go over here between 420, say it will be 6 bar, 6 milliamps or 8 milliamps or 12 milliamps. PLC has 12 milliamps. It is equal to 3 bar. It will say, okay, 3 bar, show 3 bar over here, and I will see 3 bar over here. Copied, guys? So this is example of transmitter. They transmit signal far off. I'm on ship. My ship is so huge. I cannot go 350 meters away every time to see what is happening down below over there. So from there the signal is coming in my cargo control room CCR, and I can see everything over there. This valve is open, this valve is shut. This valve is not opening, this valve is shut. So this has made our life easy. Copied, guys? And with this all I can say is thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Mata.
If you like the video and you want to go for automation package, you can find the course link in description box below.